Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is episode 86, I believe, of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We have been out doing some exploring, and we've got a little flag here, so let's see what's there. Looks like we have people that need to talk to us. An angel, Arueshalae, and the arrival of a mysterious visitor. Well, let's go ahead and move our armies around a little bit. We've got a couple of demon armies. Got 3 demon armies coming our way, it looks like. Got a level 4 down south. Level 6 army here. That's right next to that place. That's not good. But our forces are right there. And then a level 5 demon army right there. And then there's 4 down here. All right, so let's check out our armies. See if they can move first. "19 movement. We should go ahead and take out this level 6 demon army. "162 flies. Wow, that's a lot of flies. Let's finish off these swarm. Evidently, they can't do anything. And this should be it with the wizards. Yay! Victory! Oh, we can level up. Let's do that. Experienced Traveler restores 10 additional movement points every day of travel of this feat. Additional 10%. So you travel fast. Oh, Master Maneuver, an extra unit. We definitely want that. Outflank, +4 bonus to flank attack. Ooh, defeating an army at exercise. The Master Maneuver. That's just. All right. And you're there Lair. We'll just hang out here, wait for this demon army to show up. Let's see how fast this demon army is, because we might want to head back with this demon army to Dresden. That's a long trip to Dresden. Because we want to get some more reinforcements. Those archers are waiting for us for our level 8 army here. All right. Back to the peoples. Let's go ahead and travel to Dresden. And the excuse me, the Citadel. All right, loading up. Neith. An old half-elf woman bows to you. She is stately despite her years, with gray strands in her carefully combed hair and a graceful figure. Neith, representative of the Dazzle and Company Trading House in Nerosian at your service. The woman hands you a business card printed on expensive paper with gold lettering. I have a formal offer from the merchants of Dresden regarding the procurement of construction materials and a more personal matter, which I'm afraid only you can help me with. Do you want to trade here? Yes, for a while. I have product samples of what our trading house has to offer. If you need something, you will easily find me in the fortress. But to be honest, I can discuss supplies with your subordinates. What kind of a personal matter? Rhea looks around. I would prefer not to talk about it here. Please find me in the fortress, then we'll talk. All right, I will find you when I have the time. Rhea bows. Thank you. The hand of the Inheritor's voice is full of sorrow. Champion, I have come to speak of important matters. This war has claimed the lives of countless mortals. Each of us warriors of heaven regret that we cannot part the skies, descend to Glorian as a shining host, and deliver you from evil. The natural order demands that the forces of heaven do not intervene. Only a few, such as myself, can engage in this battle. But even these few can do much good. We may not be a shining host, but even a handful of angels is a force to be reckoned with. So tell us how we may help. Shall we arm ourselves with swords and fight beside your warriors, or shall we bestow power upon your priests? We shall gladly do everything we can, so long as it does not upset the world order. Let's see. We should gladly. I've already asked him why don't we, why don't they descend? That's stuff we've already discussed. I don't remember if we did. What exactly do you suggest? Let's check out that one. We can answer the calls of your wizards and priests. If your servants use magic to summon us, we will come and fight for you. If they ask us for power, we will gladly share it and teach them arcane arts that will protect and strengthen your army. All right. May angels come and aid by bearing arms. What's that? All right. Invokes the summon heavenly host ritual. Unlocks the Storm of Justice decree. All generals learn Bolt of Justice spell. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll go with 4. It shall be done. May our gifts bring strength to your warriors, deliver them from danger, and grant you victory in this war. There's an unusual spring in the succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you cannot recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. You're beaming with delight. Yes, I've never been so happy before. I used to, and now I'm. No, wait. This doesn't feel right. Look, I'm. Arueshalae takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry. It's. I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. The succubus turns off without giving you a chance to say another word. All right. Well, let's look at Crusader affairs while we're here. And we got a couple people to hunt down in the city. Yep. Give us some angels, more angels, but I don't have enough energy. Distributing, extending an outpost. Why can't I don't have enough of those? I think all the smaller outposts have been capped up. I think we did this one already, right? Oh, that's just taking me to the army. Well, we don't need that. That's... Oh, sanctuary still being built. All right. Looks like we're done here. So here it says I can buy it. Let me buy energy points. No. Nine of these a day. Wow, that is crazy. Okay. All right, now I know I need to get things that build my energy. All right. Let's head out. To the streets. If an angel can fall, does that mean a demon can ascend? All right, let's see if we can find this gal. We need to... Arcane Weaver, Captain Odin, Hand of the Inheritor. Oh, there's the Storyteller. Stranglehold. Neith. Alright. She's over by the inn. Let's go visit the storyteller. We haven't done anything with the storyteller. The blind elf whispers something beneath his breath. Hearing your steps, he slowly turns. Greetings, Joseph Starfyre. Have you brought me a new story? I want to discuss our encounter in the dragon's lair. I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right? Why did you go to the tower? I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seems that tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some record or other items that could answer the question about my past may have remained in my home. Unfortunately, I realized too late that the tower was now the lair of a monster. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures. But their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation, which is why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more, a good story. That was what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her. Did you find anything of value in the tower? The storyteller grows grim. Alas, everything perished in the dragon's fire. Now everything is clear. That sucks. Once again, please accept my gratitude for the miraculous rescue. I hope I never again have cause to meet a creature as voracious as the dragon. See, I got the page you were looking for from the Grey Garrison. The storyteller carefully takes the page from your hands. His fingers touch the ancient letters gently, examining them lightly, following their lines. I see myself, young, energetic, able to see. Oh gods, have I found a key to my past? Finally, I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. The elf's expression becomes withdrawn. The wrinkles on his face soften. Thank you, Joseph Starfyre, and please follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. The storyteller inhales sharply a few times and begins his story. They are leaving. The people of Kionin faced the coming earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling the disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them hurry to the gate of Urean, looking around fearfully. A clean, safe world is waiting for them there. My people decided to not fight for Golorian. I am ashamed, and I am sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of the catastrophe, but my will is strong. I am staying. My kinfolk look at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choices make them cowards, traitors to their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat book of... we've read all these. Let's read them again. It's time for me to go to... I open my master's notebook. These are his notes about traveling between worlds. In case you change your mind, he hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Urean. That will never happen. My mouth set stubbornly. I tear my master's notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. Why did the elves decide to flee and not fight? The storyteller's lips purse with disdain. They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall. Your mentor is a mage? Then you must be one too. Yes, I'm an archmage, and this title is well deserved. I have acquired delicate mastery and succeeded in many areas of magic. But curiosity has always pushed me towards new knowledge since the first day of my apprenticeship. What is the Urean stone? A magnificent crystal bent into an arch by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. Why are you angry at your fellow elves? I spent many hundreds of years in Keonan. I have always admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest that was our home. But the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love Golorian, all its places, all its forms it manifests in. I traveled widely and then came home and told my kinfolk about my travels. But they weren't interested. They only cared about Keonan. Their lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry. What happened next? Earthfall happened at night. I'm standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Keonan, and I see a blaze far in the north, or south, excuse me. I hear a horrendous rumble. The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock crashing down on my world. And then, a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Golorian and up to the vaults of the sky. Crunching bones, blood burst from vessels, filling my eyes with darkness, drowning them in timelessness along with countless denizens of Golorian. Never before have we been so united in our feelings. When I came around, the darkness remained. My first terrible thought, I'm blind. But no, little by little, I began to see the stone wall. I am alive. But why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled in the air with incinerated particles of what was recently the continent of Azlant. Great clouds of ash covered the sky, cutting us off from the sun and the moon, dooming us to dusk at day and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clench my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall, proudly, like the last Archmage of Keonan should. Will my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive, and I can fight Earthfall and the darkness, not run from it like in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop this disaster. I will hardly be able to save empires from their destruction. What can I do? I am but one Archmage, powerful and weak at the same time. What is Earthfall? A disaster of untold proportions. An unbound planet dropped on Golorian by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Azlant is destroyed within moments, turned to ash, wiped off the face of Golorian. In this burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren. Dark creatures crawl out of their lairs to rule. And the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies in the heart. This is the age of darkness. What was that tower you mentioned? It's my retreat to the north of Keonan, my home away from home, my observatory. From its top, I watched the stars and, when they were correctly aligned, the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wastelands, I found the highest mountain and built a tower atop it. On clear days, I could see the mist over the lake of mists and veils to the east. That's how high I was. What are you going to do next? I don't know. I need to think. My moment. Earthfall. is much stronger than me. Without notice, the storyteller raises his voice to a shout. It is merciless. It does not simply destroy life, it kills an era, ending the greatness of Galorian civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they were never existed. I need to think. The elf suddenly winces and is silent for a few moments as he calms his heavy breathing. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. This story is much harder than many before it, most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself, feel the emotions tearing me up inside. Wow, reading. Those that I felt a long time ago, and not remember then. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. Please, if you find other pages covered with ancient elven writings on your travel, bring them to me. I might be able to shed some light upon my past, and we will find out how my story ended, and perhaps even why I forgot it. Tell me about Earthfall. All stuff I already read. Okay. What happened next? What are you gonna do next? There we go. Thank you for your stories. Alright, so we've been talking to this guy for some time. We'll come back, we'll talk to the storyteller again. But for now, let's head over here and talk to the lady from the trading company and to Arueshalae, and then potentially head on out somewhere else. Noble, noble, peasant. Neith. Rhea is standing, arms folded, pensively observing the activity around her. Noticing you, she greets you with a nod. Remind me, who are you? Neith, sales representative of Firadazzle and Company Trading House in Nerosian. 1,200 experience for saying, who are you? I have a few offers for your quartermaster, but making business connections is not my main reason for being here. What is this personal matter you wanted to discuss with me? Rhea sighs loudly. She obviously has trouble saying this. Her cold, businesslike manner welts away. I've said this in my head so many times, and now that I actually have to say it, I can't put two words together. I want to talk to my son very much, but he is avoiding me. I know you are friends, or at least he listens to you. If only you could convince him to at least approach me. Just a minute. What's your son's name? I know no one by the name of Neith. Oh, of course. Forgive me. Neith is not a real family name exactly. My husband didn't have any at all, and neither did I. We took the name from the village we lived in. I kind of thought that with the name of Neith as soon as I said that. My son's name is Lann. He knows I'm here and he's hiding from me. I can't blame him, but I never have had another chance to make amends to tell him I love him. Why doesn't Lann want to see you? Rhea turns around. Isn't it obvious? I gave up and abandoned him. The day his father and I decided to go our separate ways, that was that. He must resent me or hate me. Maybe he's ashamed of me, or maybe he's wiser than me. Some children shouldn't meet their mothers. There's no point in reopening old wounds. But I still want to see him. So much. A half-elf married a mongrel. How did that happen? Rhea smiles sadly. When it comes to love, does it matter who you are? Back when I was young, I was a smuggler. One day, my friends and I were attacked by our rivals. They were in such a hurry to get their plunder, they didn't even finish us off. They just threw us into a well. I ended up in the mongrel tunnels. Kin was young and curious. Luckily, our boots interested him less than we did. He brought me back to life. I screamed and I stabbed him. That was probably a sign that our marriage wouldn't be a happy one. And still, we loved each other. He took care of me and was always ready to make me laugh. He was optimistic, but not the most driven man. I, on the contrary, was too driven. I dragged him to the surface. I believed back then I could move mountains if I just wanted it hard enough. But it didn't work out. Why did you abandon your son? Because, Rhea fights back tears as if the tragedy is still too raw for her. I broke, gave up, convinced myself that it was our decision, not my decision. That it would be better for everyone. I'm not sure if Lann told you, but I had other children beside him. They were different. All of them were special, and all of them missing something. They just couldn't survive. The last one was born in pieces. Ugh. And I realized he would be the last one. I just knew it. I didn't need any healers to tell me that. After that, it's like I sank into a black hole. I saw Kin grieve. I saw Lann struggle to find a place for himself. The neighbors felt no pity for us when they heard about our struggles. They accused us of worshiping demons, Lamashtu, anyone. And I realized I was to blame for all of it, for making Kin go up to the surface, for deciding to have children with him, no matter what, for appearing in Kin's life, having Lann, and for what? So he could suffer? Kin and I discussed it. He said he would take our son to go to his tribe. We both thought we were relieving each other of a terrible burden, that at least we would be making Lann happy, but he would grow up knowing his own kind. I still ask myself if we did the right thing. If Lann doesn't want to see me, there was nothing right about it. What kind of mother could abandon her own child? Rhea looks you in the eyes. Yes, I agree. All right, I will find your son. Rhea nods, trying to maintain her composure, but tears are glistening in her eyes. Thank you. This means so much to me. Show me your wares. Frizzadizzle and Company Trading House provide only the very best. All right. Looking up, didn't have what I was looking for. I will buy these, though. And let's buy these as well. I was hoping for a thing I can't think of. There we go. Gosh, I can't think. A bag of holding. All right, let's. There she is. And I'm assuming I need to talk to Lann. Let's just double check here. Talk to Arueshalae. See how things unfold. Storyteller. Dragon Hunt. Ah, the Wardstone Legacy. There it is. Nope, that's that one. I would have thought it would have been here in companion. Oh well, we'll talk to Lann anyways. All right, let's go talk to Arueshalae. You have never seen Arueshalae look so happy and inspired. She gives you a wide smile. There you are. I can't wait to share my joy with you. What did you want to tell me? Remember how I told you about Desna leading me into the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her by corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like a whole eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw that I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her departing words. And what do you dream about? Oh, she must have had an actual dream. This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We do not have dreams at all. We have desires, and we act on those desires, no matter the cost. How was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing the mortals, trying to understand how it all works, and finally, she takes a deep breath and yells joyfully at the top of her lungs, startling every visitor and earning puzzled looks. I had my very own dream! So many years of hard work, I almost gave up at one point. But here it is, a dream, a real dream, of my very own. I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? Arueshalae offers her hand. Come, I'll take you to my dream. I can't wait for you to see it. Give Arueshalae your hand. Take me to your dream. The succubus reaches for your hand with her burning fingers, and the world around you fades as you are carried somewhere far away. All right, we are headed to a dream world of a succubus. At least Blue came with us. It is cool and quiet in Arueshalae's dream. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and thin mist curls along the surface. In the soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. And as you look around you, you see nothing and no one except for you and Arueshalae. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is, an actual dream, my very first one. Is this what mortals see at night? Does it look like your own dreams? Well, what do you think? Well, we should encourage her. It looks exactly the same. Really? It's fascinating. Arueshalae looks around. Her smile fades a bit. There's nothing to see here right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that it made all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison. Now I have to learn how to dream properly. Arueshalae catches your eye, cocking her head to the side. Tell me, what do you dream about? Peace. What a beautiful dream. When the war is over, we'll be able to. What do you mortals do in times of peace? Do you retire to the countryside to grow apples, I guess? And herd ducklings? Suddenly, a lush green apple tree with a flock of ducks gazing under it appears before you as if by magic. Look! Look! Arueshalae laughs and claps her hands. Now I have a dream as well. And it's not just something I made up. It's so wonderful sharing a dream with you. Do you like your newfound dreams? They are the most beautiful thing in the world. This world is mine, and mine only. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. Do you mind me taking a quick look around your dream? Of course. Feel free to do what you like. That is why I brought you here, after all. The ducks are quacking blithely as they graze on a lawn under the apple tree. Ducks. Not much here other than that tree. My dream, my very own dream. Arueshalae takes another look around, full of pride and pleasure. I don't even want to wake up from it. Now I understand why mortals compare all the best things in their lives to dreams. Let's go back to the material plane. Let's go. Arueshalae touches your hand and the dream world begins to fade. Ask Irobeth. Okay. You open your eyes. It seems that no time passed in the real world while you were in Arueshalae's dreams. So, that was my dream. I'm happy I was able to show it to you. Arueshalae looks at you shyly. It is kind of empty right now, but I know how to redeem that. I need to keep learning from mortals, following in their steps until I figure out how to forge my own path. Naturally, I wouldn't even think about breaking into someone else's dreams, as the goddess surely wouldn't forgive that. Perhaps I should ask the people of the city, what if they won't talk to me at all? The succubus seems lost in her thoughts for a moment, then smiles at you again. Is there a chance you could help me once more? Ask the city's peoples about their dreams. They are more likely to open up to you than to me. I will just follow you silently. They won't even notice me listening in. I saw you disappearing in a kaleidoscope of butterflies. What was that? Desna protects me. Whenever something threatens my life, she teleports me away from the danger. I guess the goddess does not want me to die before I fully redeem myself. I do not deserve her kindness. I have to go. I'll be watching you. Sounded a bit creepy, but... Oh, wow. Lots of people to talk to. All right. Lots of people to talk to. This is going to be a very talking episode. All right. Is Faye in the list of talk to people? Yes, Faye is. So... Or Phi. Phi is sitting on the counter, swinging his legs. Upon seeing you, he waves. Greetings, Joseph Starfyre. I have a question for you. One that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? Phi doesn't seem at all surprised by your question. Well-being, prosperity, and dwarven whiskey. I once had a taste of the stuff they distill under the mountains. Since then, I've dreamed of getting a still like the one they used. But they're secretive and don't share their inventions. A pity. I have to go. Come again. You'll always be welcome here. All right. Outside. Forn, Rhea, old one-eyed devil. All right, Forn and Rhea are not part of it, but the one-eyed devil is. A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from the tobacco box adorned with jewels. A fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's trading house. His proud manner suggests that each word begins with a capital letter and perhaps even continues in capital letters as well. Well, let's do some stuff here. Show me your wares. Mix of spices, flame, da 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 ba ba da ba. Yeah, nothing here I really want to spend money on. Fine day to you, Commander. After greeting you loudly, the tiefling looks around cautiously and continues in a whisper. Tell me, is it true that Iamade herself made you her chosen one? I ask because there are rumors in the army, and I've been offered a tidy sum to procure a few of your nail clippings. Some believe they heal all diseases. It's up to you, of course, but if you want to make some money, what do you say? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. That's just kind of creepy. I have a question for you. One that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? When I get rich, I'll retire. I'll go to Taldor and build a villa by the sea from some broke noble, maybe even buy their title. I'll surround myself with such luxuries that even ancient Taldan emperors will envy me from the afterlife. I'll have a pipe organ in my dining room and have it played while I dine. Oh, and harps and bells. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice movement, but nothing else. Arueshalae disguised herself very well to overhear the dreams of the townfolks while remaining unnoticed. Wow, I can't read. A trading house? It's just a shop. Ah, that depends. There was a time when I had nothing in my pocket but holes. But did I consider myself poor? No. I considered myself a rich man who was temporarily down on his luck. Optimism is important, not only on the battlefield, Commander. You are the leader of a victorious army that will be chopping all the demons into mincemeat sooner or later. I am the owner of a trade empire which, as you see, is only starting to grow. How did a tiefling end up on the side of the Crusaders? That's kind of a rough question. The answer is simple. The simplest thing there is. This is a good world, and I like living in it. Besides, it's the only one we've got. I'd love to know what's going on in the head of the dimwits who are helping the demons destroy it. My best guess is that their horns grew inward, so there's no room for brains. I am from Chilax. Tieflings don't surprise anyone there, and they don't like demons any more than we do here. And why should they? The gods went to all the trouble of creating this world. Even Lord Asmodeus and his devils helped with its construction. And now these freeloaders show up after all the hard work is done just to gorge and break things. It doesn't matter who you pray to. If you want to live, it's your duty to help. Isn't that a risky name for a store for Crusaders? Ah, yes. A week doesn't go by without some dimwit boiling over. Well, they don't pay me to explain the difference between allies and enemies, devils and demons, Lord Asmodeus, and all of the riffraff like Baphomet and Discari. They can go hang. The tiefling spits between his teeth, and swiftly places another piece of chewing tobacco in his mouth. Here's what I think. You like it, you buy it. You don't like it, keep moving. If you're spoiling for a fight, take yourself to the tavern. Why are your prices so high? We're saving the world from demons, and that includes you. That's some claim. Did you hear that? Do you hear that, good people? First of all, my prices are perfectly fair. They're no higher than you'd find anywhere else. Second, who's saving who here? Are you prepared to eat bark and fight with rocks and sticks? You know, I have open contracts with dozens of suppliers. I arrange deliveries and do whatever it takes to get you sharper weapons, better magical items, better food, and you're throwing the extra expense in my face? This is the thanks I get for honest work? What happened to your eye? Ha! Should I make up a story about a heroic fight with a horde of demons? Truth be told, this is how it happened. Back when I was a snot-nosed kid, I had just opened my first business selling pies on the street. The local lads quickly took notice of me and offered me protection in return for a small share of the profits. The usual, you know. But I was so young, inexperienced, and greedy, so I told them to bugger off. Well, they caught me and taught me a lesson. They took it too far, though. I paid for the lesson with my eye, not just bumps and bruises. It's funny to remember it now, but back then, while it was happening, I was so scared I thought they'd beat me to death. I remember I came running home in tears, and my mom just started screaming. I don't have a clue why, and then I looked in the mirror and saw there was just shreds and mush where one of my eyes should be. I remember that lesson all my life. Ever since that day when I start a business, I find some reliable business partner first. If I'd been born in a merchant family, my parents would have warned me about this, and about plenty of other things too. But I was a poor lad, so I had to learn everything the hard way. It's a miracle how many times I escaped death by a hair's breadth. In fact, it's lucky all I lost was one eye. I can afford a new one now, of course, but you know, you can't find the time. I just can't find the time. It will cost a tidy sum, and I don't want to take it out of the earnings. And besides, being the one-eyed devil is a big selling point for me. I'd be a fool to get my eye back and only have to keep it hidden under a patch. Have you heard about my new powers? What do you make of them? Yeah, I've heard about them. What's there to say? You haven't been dealt a great hand, though it's hardly the worst. Being an angel is a burdensome thing. It's too airy-fairy for my liking. All that sympathy and compassion. What does a commander need that for? It's pointless. But don't worry about it. I'm not judging you. Asmodeus, forgive me. But if you had the power of a Fae or an Azata, that would be a disaster. Goodbye. Come again. All right. All right, let's see who's around. Horgus and CR. Let's see if they're on the list. CR is, and Horgus is. Both of them are. All right. There's Horgus. Hi, kitty cat. I'm listening, Knight Commander. Now, I've already done all of these, so we're not going to do these ones here, but we do need to do the story. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as a commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? I am well past my prime. I have seen far too much death to be afraid of dying myself. But I don't want to get old. However, if one has enough money, one can bribe time itself. Take Queen Galfrey. I wish I could afford the magic potion she has been using to stay young forever over a century. All right, I'm just going to run through these real quick. pausing a little bit if you want to reread them. That's up to you. But I know we've already done all of this stuff when we were in the first time we met him. Let's see. Are you aware of my special powers? I don't know if we've done this one. Everyone praises you and sings hymns for you as if you're some kind of holy angel. Well, claiming a celestial origin benefits every leader, especially the leader of the crusade itself. A reputation like this is very practical and commendable. I has to go. All right. And CR is up here, if I remember correctly. No. He's right there. Close. CR looks old and shriveled. His gray hair seemed to have become even thinner. He looks at you, lost, and smiles sadly as if out of habit. I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? Sighing heavily, the old man's gaze looks over your head into the distance. So many young men and women have laid down their lives in this war. They came here, young and fearless, just to wind up dead. Bringing them all back to life. That's my dream. You know, we're having him destroy the Fang of Malice. Hand over the Fang of Malice. I changed my mind. Destroy it. We don't need a weapon like this. You've done the right thing, the honorable thing. No one will ever fall victim to it again. No one will suffer poor Morveg's fate. Damn this war. I know how difficult it can be to keep yourself in check when war is raging around you. When your comrades are dying, your deed will not go unnoticed. The ever-bright crusaders will tell of your wisdom. They will tell all of Mendev that you did not allow war to enslave your mind. All right. Lady Kenomi in the list. No. Chief Soul. Captain Harmatton. Arsino. Arsino is one of the things. So let's head here. We'll probably just finish talking to her and then call it a day. We're close to that hour mark. We'll want to talk to Lann after this, even though I'm not sure we're supposed to talk to Lann, because I didn't see it on the journal, but it just makes sense after, you know, what happened. Can I help you? I have a question for you, one that might seem strange, but as the commander, I need to know your answer. What do you dream of? That is a rather strange question indeed, but if it's in order, I will answer. There is a saying, one can't win a war and keep their gloves white, yes? I do understand that there isn't much time and energy left for landscaping when you're fighting hordes of demons to death every day. But Abadar knows how I'd love to see Dresden neat and tidy for just one day. No missing goblets or cobbles on the street, everything sparkling clean, flower beds blooming, all the lawns trimmed, glory and order instead of all this filth. I have to go. All right, let's come over here. end our day over here by Lann, and we will talk to Lann first thing when we start. Assuming we can find Lann, that is.
Follow me.
He's on the other side of this. There's Lann. Oh, I almost clicked on him to talk to him. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate watching. Yeah, I do. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. All that fun stuff. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.